We are delighted to be selling a wonderful collection of pocket watches spanning almost 350 years of horology. The collection is formed of the earliest watch from 1610, 1615, right through to the 1850s. All areas are covered. In particular, the collector was really looking for the finest Chamberlain dials, the early watches, so it encompasses all ranges of horology. What's unusual about this collection is that we still have his personal archive for each of the watches. Here we have Nathaniel Chamberlain, for instance, all the notes on here, in particular the dial, and also where it was purchased on the 10th of February 1955, lot 77. He also lists the maker and the dates that he was a member of the Company of Clockmakers. It's a fascinating insight into how a collector works and records and where he travels to, in particular, to buy watches. Obviously, a lot of the London auction houses were featured in the 1940s and 50s, but he even goes to Norwich and to various other places in the UK. He started collecting in the 1930s, right through to 1962 when he got his last watch. When I went to see the collection originally at the house, they were all laid out on the table, and in 14 years of being at Bonhams, it was one of the nicest collections I've ever seen. In particular, the watch that stands out for me is a single-hand Nathaniel Chamberlain pocket watch. It dates from around 1680. Itself, the case is tortoiseshell with wonderful silver inlay. The dial has the most exquisite dial we have in the whole of the collection. Silver, Chamberlain, with wonderful little divisions around the dial. There's 144 divisions on that dial. It also has a very, very beautiful single hand. At this period of time, single hand watches were the norm. This watch has the most amazing movement in terms of engraving. The tulip pillars are also very detailed. Here we have a very early, dating from about 1613, pre-balanced spring oval pocket watch. It's got the typical silver and gilt brass case, but this one has very beautiful engraving with the rose in the centre there. Upon opening up the cover, it reveals a very finely engraved folio engraving there. The detail, when you look through the loop at the dial, is really nicely engraved. The single hand, obviously typical of this period, and a very nice marked chapter ring there. And it still runs to this day. The collection has remained within the family since 1962, and all the watches that we're offering here today, which is 130, including 8 clocks, are going to be sold on the 11th of June.